everyone, and welcome to Suburban Stone Age. And as you know, our property was vandalized and we had windows broken. So today I'm going to show you an inexpensive DIY way to board up a broken window. It can be done by one person and it doesn't leave permanent holes in your window frame. To begin this project, take careful measurements of the length and width of the window on the outside perimeter. Also do that for the inside perimeter, and don't forget to measure the depth from the outside of the window frame to the inside of the window frame. This depth measurement will determine how long of a bolt you will need to buy. Now that you have your dimensions, head down to your local building supply store. You will need a piece of plywood that is slightly longer and slightly taller than your outside measurements. You will need 2 braces that are slightly longer than your outside length measurement of your window. These just need to be sturdy boards that won't flex and are wide enough to accommodate a 3/4 inch hole for the bolts. You will need 4 1/2-inch carriage bolts, and those bolts can be longer than the depth measurement that you made of your windows. You'll need 4 washers, 4 nuts, those are all 1/2 inch, and you will also need a drill and a 3/4 inch wood boring drill bit. If you're doing this by yourself, you'll also want to bring along a stepladder and a few extra magnets, at least 25-pound capacity per window that you'll be boarding up. If you'll be painting the plywood, paint that in advance. Plan out where you need to place the holes. Then stack the bracing boards on top of the plywood, mark the holes, and drill through them all. This will make sure that the holes line up for the bolts. At the job site, use the step ladder to prop the plywood board over the window. If you have a metal building, the magnets will also help stabilize the plywood from the top. Rest the plywood securely against the building and insert the carriage bolts so that they hang towards the inside of the building. Then take a bracing board, a pair of nuts and washers, and go around to the inside of the building. Put the board up, insert the carriage bolts through the bracing board, and then secure them down with the washer and a nut. Tighten the nuts against the bracing board until they hold themselves up. With the first brace board tightened, you should be able to go back around to the front of the plywood on the outside of the building and add the second set of carriage bolts. Then repeat the same process of threading the second brace board through the carriage bolts on the inside of the building and then tightening them down with the nut and the washer. Once you've tightened all the hardware down securely, your window should be boarded up. It's easy to do, inexpensive, and can be done by one person. Also, it doesn't leave holes in the frame of your window, and it can be taken down at a later time and put back up as needed. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Please leave a comment if you have any questions, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you soon.